You know, I was always thinking, with people say, okay, on go, couldn't you just say on 4 at that point?
Listen, that's not what we have to worry about right now.
Because why not? Why add go and not just another number?
Kid's got a point.
Because you're smelly, dude.
Okay.
Because it's what we've been doing, and I don't want to confuse you guys, because I know the second we do that, you guys would be confused.
On 4!
But then when you say on 4, BJ'd be like, okay, on 4 or on go? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, go? Or...
And then he'd be like, on Fortnite? All right, meet you there.
Meet you there. Screw this recording.
So, before we get started, how are you guys doing?
All right.
Took a shower. Got some coffee.
I'm doing the 48-hour film festival right now, and I have several people at my house, and I'm hoping they don't wake up because I'm trying to get this done. So, I gotta be quiet. You guys don't have to.
I saw Eddie was the cameraman. That was...
Yeah, he was.
No, what is he doing? Outside.
Wait, how do I see this? How do I look at this?
It's on my story.
Go check his Snapchat story real quick.
Oh, God.
It should still be up. Is he the boom guy?
Yeah.
He's just wearing his onesie.
Outside, dude.
Outside.
Dude, you don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You really don't.
Alright. One thing I want you guys to remember, specifically BJ here, make sure to not lean away from your mic because amplifying you is
I'm going to stick the mic up my butt. Will you be happy then?
No, because it'll just hear the echoes and the ambience of your colon.
Oh, you think my colon has ambience?
Yes. Whatever. Okay. What was the last thing you guys remember?
Oh God.
Damn.
It's been... You just need to refresh us. It's been like 2 weeks.
No, I'm getting it.
No. Okay. We needed 300 gold.
That was from Keebler, yeah.
Yeah, we talked to Keebler and we got our prophecies from Keebler. I've got mine written down.
Alright, cool. And then you ended up going to Fiasco's circus.
Yes, we're at the circus.
And the guys, like, in our heads. Like, everybody has their own little voice in their head, and it's the circus guy.
Yeah, and last thing he rolled wasn't that one perception, so...
So I'm just over here, like, just looking around in awe.
Basically. In awe, yeah. Ooh, ah. And the Flying Masons are up. So, let me set the scene. My brain just flashed.
Just like my audio file.
I opened my mouth and I looked at my notes and just nothing came out. Okay.
I'm sure that's happened to BJ at least once a day.
Huh?
Baggio and Griffin are entranced by the entire circus as all this loud noise is happening around them. The amplified audio, or I should say just noises and voices from the Flying Masons that they're doing flips around each other. You still see Fiasco, and he seems to be like pulling out a whip and pointing up at the Masons as they're doing these little dances. What is Baggio and Griffin doing?
Baggio is completely and utterly enthralled by this.
Griffin is looking around, trying to figure out what's going on.
Griffin's like, I could do that.
Yeah. He's kind of jealous. That
like low key, he's jealous, but
yeah, like he's this crowd is cheering for these people doing these flips and shit, and Griff's like, man, I could have that.
Griff's like, I can do flips
and shit.
That ain't fair.
Then do me a favor, Baggio. Can you just roll a perception for me real quick?
Yes, I can.
And remember to say what it is out loud because we forget to do that all the time.
11 total.
You just noticed that.
Ow! 1 second. Cut. Don't laugh, Wes.
What'd you do?
Ow.
I heard a big bang.
I just hurt myself. Shut up! Oh my God.
I told you to turn it
I
off.
muted my phone, but my alarm goes through even if it's muted. 1 second. Okay, all alarms are off. Phone is muted. Knee is bleeding. And let's go. Start over. I got a 11.
Okay, yes.
let's hurry this up here. I'm losing blood. I'm kidding.
With an 11, I'm not going to say that you notice much, but there is a person sitting next to Griffin who doesn't seem to be entranced by anything that's going on. In fact, he's got like this big kind of book that he's got in front of his head that he's just kind of got his nose in.
So he's just like he's ignoring the show and he's just reading?
Yeah.
Who brings a book to a circus? What a loser.
I don't know, man. He's a fool. I'll tell you that. He's a fool.
What race is he? What do I notice anything about him?
He's got his book. He's got his head real into the book, and it's an 11. Otherwise, it's just something you notice, man.
Okay.
That's perception. And then the circus continues as you are staring out down into the open arena of Fiasco. Like, I tried writing a bunch of stunts and stuff for the Flying Masons to be doing, and then I realized, like, that's too much for me to...
Just say they're doing stunts. It's fine.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of stunts. And Fiasco, with his gnarled stick that he's pulling up, he's kind of pointing at... Yeah, he's pointing at a bunch of different ones of the Masons as they're, flipping off their trapeze, like flipping around their trapeze. Trapeze? What did I say? Trapeze? Yeah, trapeze.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Flipping around their trapeze.
Trampolines, I think.
Yeah, that's right. And he points, and a burst of magic shoots out of his gnarled cane towards Mason, and the crowd gasps for a second.
What color is it?
Ooh, I don't think I wrote that down. Okay, no, I got this.
Bad DM.
I'm going to say that it's iridescent.
No.
Let's see.
The colors are iridescent. Can't believe I gotta look this up, actually.
Well, you guys describe the color to me.
Iridescent.
Do you mean iridescent or iridescent?
I meant iridescent, I guess.
Oh, okay.
That looks cool.
So it's just shiny. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's like a bubble.
Out of his cane shoots an iridescent
blast of energy.
Blast of energy that ends up looking like a cloud as it goes up to one of the Masons. And the crowd gasps because they don't know what just happened. But then after the cloud disperses, you see the Mason just still holding onto a rope that seems to be frozen. And then the Mason looks like he's fine, and he seems to be also holding a blast of energy back, and it turns into this circular object, and it just kind of falls to the ground. And everyone starts clapping as the Mason continues doing his stunts. And then Fiasco turns back to the crowd, and he says, "Now we're..." No, wait, that's not his voice.
I'm trying to remember his voice.
"Now, we have one more Mason to show you. Please welcome to the stage famous inter-circus celebrity Nick Mason."
Nick Mason.
Baggio goes, "Oh my God, that's Nick Mason." He said he was famous, so.
And the lights all shine onto one section of the trapeze as a door opens that you can barely see the door open, but out steps this much smaller human boy dressed in the blue and white and black of the Masons, and he's got this blue mask over his eyes, and he's got these gloves on too, and he says, "The youngest of the Masons." And after he says that, there's a blast of blue smoke around Nick as he points out his hands and like a finger guns, and he says, "We call him the Blue Jay."
Oh, come on. Keep going. The Flying Masons, the Blue Jay.
Nick? Like, come on now.
Skew, dude.
My head is so many different places right now. You don't understand. And after that happens, after the whole Blue Jay scenario happens, you see the other Masons kind of leave the stage as Nick Mason starts doing his own little set of tricks, and the crowd is more into Nick Mason than the other Masons, mostly because he's a boy doing all these same tricks, except they're I don't even I don't even possess the ability or like the idea or any of the vocabulary to make you guys understand the type of stunts this kid is pulling off. Just like he's doing 360s, but at the same time he's doing 180s.
Is he doing
but
a
like
triple
the opposite
sow
way. Yeah, exactly. Like whatever you just said, whatever that is, he's doing that. Unless it's sex stuff because he's a child.
Is he doing
Like,
the
just
San
picture-
Diego thank you?
Picture a Power Ranger but on steroids.
Oh, cool.
But like in kid form. But even worse now, Fiasco points his gnarled cane up into the air, and again an iridescent glow erupts from it, and then there's these like waves of iridescent looking figures all surrounding Mason as he's like falling through the air, and they start to attack him, for lack of a better term. And while he's in the air, he like kind of corkscrews his body into one of them, and like it disappears, and it looks like it's now a show of fighting. Like he's fighting the iridescent figures.
Okay.
And it's one of those things, like every time he like hits them, they go down like really easily. Can you guys both roll perception for me?
Yep. So 17?
17 plus 2, so I got 19.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. If you look closely as the figures are trying to attack Nick Mason, it looks like they are just like whiffing right past him, like they're not even trying to attack him. So it doesn't seem that dangerous. And when Nick corkscrews through them, he goes right through him. But if he tries to like punch him or anything like that, it's like he's whiffing or like slowing down his punch. So it looks like it's a fairly tame thing that's going on.
This kid's awfully young to be doing all this, don't you think, Yo?
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
I wonder where he learned it all from.
I don't know. He seems like a cheap knockoff of something that I've seen before. It seems strange that he's able to do so much at such a young age.
It's like it's almost magic or something.
As you guys are having this conversation, that person with the book next to you puts down the book, Griffin,
Uh-oh.
and he says, "Wow, this is how you guys choose to spend your time."
Well, it seems like you're here too.
Is that frickin' Elijah?
Yeah, he puts down the book, and you see Elijah now in his street duds. He's got his glasses, his hair's.
Is he rocking some Timbs, or this world's version of Timbs?
He's got it. He's rocking some like
Some
it's
gems.
it's like the Sir Pippins, but like a different brand, like a rival brand.
The Sir Barclays.
Sir
No,
Barkley.
it's the who's the smallest one of the basketball players? Who's that small one?
The Sir Bogues. Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, it's they're just a pair of Mugsies.
Yeah. They're just
How about
he's rocking some Mugsies.
He's rocking the little Muggsies.
Yeah, the little Mugsies. We'll call them little Mugsies. He's rocking one of those, and he looks like well dressed, not like for like fancy. He's just well dressed. He's not in a static pink cloak. He doesn't get his mask. He doesn't have any of that like superhero jazz that he like has been rocking, like vigilante justice. After you say you're here too, and he just puts his feet up on the back of the person's chair in front of him and says, "Well, you told me to come out here."
We did tell him to come look at the statues. Did you see the statues?
You actually told me to just come see you, but I did see the statues outside. They're fine.
Okay.
So we need to hang around and keep him. Griffin.
Oh, yeah, what?
We need to hang around here and keep him here until night so that he can see her and he'll believe that she's real.
Okay. Nice weather we're having, Elijah.
You guys, I'm right next to you.
But he was whispering.
Griffin, he's on to us.
He says, "Listen, I figured this stuff out with the mayor. We got like later on tonight, after whatever you guys have to tell me, I'll be able to find the mayor. He's gonna do the drop off, and I'm gonna be able to talk to or see or figure out what's going on with this town and its upper officials. So I guess you guys have me until a little bit after sundown. Is that cool?"
That is perfectly fine, Elijah. Just trust us on this.
"Yeah, I trust you as much as this proves." And he lifts up his shirt a little bit, and you see just like a slew of mini bottles of like different colors of liquid.
Yeah, throw potions at us.
He's like, listen, I just gotta protect myself. You guys seem like a fine bunch of guys, but you know,
you can trust us.
Yeah, we'll see. And then at that point, Nick Mason is still his core stuff, except now a platform has been raised all the way to the top. Like, so there's an area for someone to actually be standing, and he stands there while there's one iridescent figure left, and he finally does a running kick where he like flips up and like uses his foot to stomp down on him.
Is it pretty sick?
Oh, it's listen. if you want to know if it's sick, it's fucking disease.
Like it's freaking what you call it, terminal, dude.
Yeah,
Sweet.
there it is.
Sweet.
And he like squishes that iridescent figure, and then the crowd erupts. And then Fiasco, looking around, points his gnarled cane in the air, and as he does that, the crowd sees this and automatically assume what's going to happen. And another blast of iridescent light go out, and this energy forms around Nick as he notices this, and he jumps out of the way. And then this figure of a tiger forms.
Oh,
El Tigre.
Add like a 20 seconds of the El Tigre theme right here.
And then, and the podcast's been canceled, guys. I owe copyright.
Listen, no one cares about El Tigre. Continue.
That is not true. But as that happens, you see us as the audience sees like the camera cut to a shot of Nick as his face like squints and looks stoic at the tiger, and then it cuts to the tiger as it looks at Nick, and then the two figures start like running towards each other.
Okay.
And like this all looks really cool to you guys, but
oh yeah, no, it's pretty sick.
But you don't see any like real danger in this act of like iridescent
just
light.
really
So like
entertaining.
It feels neat. Like it feels like they're okay.
Yes, like Griffin was saying, it's entertaining to people around. Can you guys roll? No, I'm gonna use your perceptions from earlier. Have you guys ever seen Babadook?
Yes, I've seen the Babadook.
I have not.
I'm gonna send you a quick picture of the Babadook real quick. Tell me when you see that, and can you describe that to me?
Okay. It looks like a tree that has a face on it. It's got like fins on the back of its neck or something.
Okay, let me try this then. While you guys are viewing this whole situation surrounding Nick, you're just like having a fun time noticing this, but then you see 3 giant figures just come out of nowhere, maybe the shadows, tinted in blue, that just erupt from behind or wherever it is, but they all come in to view. One behind Nick, looking down at him like this weird cartoony figure that looks like a cartoon with an outstretched mouth, smiling. This one has tears that fall down his cheeks, and they just kind of hang there with their hands that look like claws, like they're just exaggerated. And then the figure to the left has this weird spiraled out hair that is very long, but it comes out like spikes, also having this weird outstretched mouth, and this time the eyes are uneven. One's super big and the other one's super small. And then the figure to the right is also staring down at Nick Mason, but this one, it looks like the head is falling off of the figure, but the hair is also super long, but it goes past the neck. All 3 of them are tinted in blue, looking down, and they just look, you don't see their legs, you don't see their hands. Like, you see their hands, but they don't look like normal hands. They just look like they're connected to it. They look like shadows. They look like clouds of dust and energy. Blue tinted energy.
Can we roll perception? And like, do I know, is this part of the show? Or is this like something went wrong?
I feel like this is an investigation roll.
Okay, that's fine. I got 12, but my investigation is +3.
19 minus
Ooh.
1, so 18.
18 and 15.
it doesn't seem to be part of the act at all, because like why would Fiasco make more energy surrounding Nick Mason while he's about to fight a tiger? Like the tiger should have been the main event. So that's not like the show
It definitely
at all.
seems out of place.
Yes, and there was no reaction from the crowd when these figures appeared.
So they think it's part of the show? The crowd?
Or they don't see it, Wes.
Damn
Maybe it's
it.
something only we see again.
Damn it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is where we're headed.
This is how we die. Ghost freaking monsters and
All right,
sick of it.
Baggio, is this part of the show?
I don't think it is. Griffin.
Is that kid in trouble? Like, should we help him?
Obviously, yes, we should. Baggio's going to run through the crowd down towards the stage.
What is Griffin doing?
I thought you said he's up on a platform, right? In the air?
Yeah, like they're on a platform up there.
Griffin is going to proceed to fly up there?
I'm gonna try to like put you guys in the headspace. Do you think any of the security would allow two guys that don't look like they're part of a circus to jump into the circus?
No,
They're not-
that's the thing. I'm going to run to try to help. So
They're not going to let a turtle, like...
No,
But I'm saying, how are they going to stop me? Like, if I'm flying?
No, I understand that part, but like, what are you guys gonna do that's gonna make you seem like, well, one...
Well,
Baggio just wants to help. That's why he ran down there.
Yeah.
I guess I could put on my mask, right?
This is just to help you guys. Like, if you can not wear a mask, but like later that's gonna come up.
All right. So I'm going to put on my mask, my superhero mask.
All right.
Baggio, are you putting on the mask?
No.
No. Okay. As you two both skedaddle out of the seats, Elijah's head like pulls out of the book he was reading, and he says, "Where are you guys going?"
Do you not see that, Elijah?
We're helping the kid.
Elijah, do you
It's
see
just
it?
part of the show. It's just a little.
He
It's
sees it.
It's just a tiger.
He sees it too. Wait.
The tiger?
No, the kid. Do you see the kid?
I see the kid. He's about to face a tiger, but that's just part of the show, guys.
So you don't see the other three figures, Elijah?
Are you guys crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Like, legit, are you guys crazy?
Besides the point.
All right, we don't have time to convince him we got to help this kid.
Yeah, we gotta help the kid.
As you guys are moving down forward, you see these figures, like, they're just giant, but they start all converging onto Nick, but very slowly. And, I'm just going to use your last rolls because they were pretty good on a 15 and an 18. I want you guys to also notice that Nick, who is trying to face the tiger, has stopped facing the tiger.
So he sees them.
He is looking up and he sees them.
It's got to be part of Lady Lullaby's doing, right? I would think.
So what am I looking at exactly right now while I'm down here on the stage? Where are the figures? Where is everything? Give me the layout.
The figures are up on the are near the platform. Like, you are about to hop into the like circle of the circus. Fiasco is down on the bottom, looking up at the platform, and he seems to have some type of eyes on it. Nick is up on the platform with the tiger, and the three figures are both like outstretched up to the top of it.
So Griffin flies up there.
And go ahead.
And Nick, do you see these things?
Switch back to Baggio real quick. Baggio, you have to hop the proverbial, not the proverb,
The
like
fence.
the actual like, yeah, the
Barricade.
what is that called? The barricade. Thank you. I was trying to remember my wrestling.
Okay, athletics.
No, that's not what I'm worried about. You hop the barricade, and two security people just show up. They're both minotaurs.
You have to kill him, dude.
What is this game? This version of D&D's version of a diplomacy check?
Or do you want to do a diplomacy, or do you want to do a strength check to see if you get past them, or in athletics?
So I'm not going to hurt some innocent guys just doing their job, dude.
Okay. Then it's basically a persuasion.
Listen, you don't understand. I'm trying to help someone. Dang it.
They look at you, and they just kind of like shoot air out of their noses.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
and
no.
Get lost, Franklin.
Hey, it's racist!
They say, "Get back to your seat."
I'm sorry, and I try to push past them. What do I got to roll?
Strength check. If you give me something else to like give me a reason to give you advantage, like tell me something that you're gonna do. What are you using? Are you gonna use your staff?
Looking around me right now, just like normally looking around, is there any objects or anything around the room?
Yeah, there's plenty of objects. There's some rope, and there's some javelins left over from the masons.
Do these bulls, these minotaurs, do they have rings in their nose?
Yes, they do.
Oh, wait. Never mind. No. Okay. I'm going to use one of my abilities. I'm going to use up a key point. Key point's 2. I'm going to go down to 1 key point. 1 left. And I'm going to activate my ability, Step of the Wind. I can either disengage or dash. I'm going to use dash. And my jump is doubled. I'm going to use Step of the Wind. And
okay.
Just past them.
Okay, I like that. You just do a little quick flip over them.
Yeah.
I was intrigued on what you're going to use their nose rings for.
I was going to grab the javelin and stick it through both of their nose rings and get them caught together.
That's what I was hoping for.
But then I looked down and saw that I had Step of the Wind, and I was like, Baggy would do that before he would hurt him, so.
Okay, that's fair. Like you said, you just Step of the Wind over them and, like, start heading your way up to the platform. I'm not going to make you roll another, like, athletics to get you to climb. I'm just going to say you're climbing at this point.
Right.
Okay?
Just climbing at normal speed.
The stage?
Yeah, to get to the platform. After you just kind of jump the Minotaurs, Baggio, you jump to the platform and you start climbing it. And Fiasco is down there under the platform. And he says, you hear his voice in your head and he says, "What are you doing?"
Can I speak back to him through my head, or do I have to yell it out?
Yell it out.
I'm just trying to help the kid.
And he says, "It's just a tiger. It's part of the show."
I'm going to use a persuasion to try to convince him what I'm doing.
As you're climbing?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just say... Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to yell back and be like, "No, the kid, don't you see him?" Oh, 21.
Take a disadvantage on that, and you know that's true.
God, come on.
Dog.
Okay, 10.
Yeah, you just don't hear anything as Fiasco points at the Minotaurs to get going.
All right, here we go.
You know that's true. You know I had to give you disadvantage on that.
I see. I feel you.
All right. And then we cut back to Griffin after he says, like, what'd you say to Nick?
Do you see what I'm seeing? Or something like that?
Nick nods his head shakily as the tiger is basically doing dances around you, but, like, he's not, like, he doesn't care about that. Mm-hmm. The camera just kind of pans around the platform, noticing all 3 of the figures as they're converging down on you two. One of the figures stretches down with their, like, spiky hair that's all over the place. And I just gotta, like, let you guys remember, this is, like, a Babadook-looking exaggerated cartoon. Blue tinted.
Are they physical? Can I...
You don't know that?
I guess I gotta take a swing or something.
Yeah, you haven't touched them yet, so you don't know.
The one with the hair kind of stretches down to Nick and starts swooping around his body and to try and touch him. And they start... Are you going to try and protect him?
I'm going to grab Nick.
Right.
And I'm going to grab him and hold him in my, like, just, like, kind of hug him. And then take my wings and cover him and kind of make this little ball.
Okay. The second you do that, all 3 of the figures, their whatever exaggerated smile they were going for, is now an exaggerated frown as the blue tint exaggerates over their body. And they start to shake. And that's when, Baggio, you appear on the platform.
Okay, I finally make it up to the top.
Yeah.
So what do I see happening exactly? Like...
What I just said.
So, no, I'm saying, so this thing is right on him.
Yeah. The exaggerated hair from one of the figures has been trying to like go towards Nick, and you see Griffin wrap Nick in a bear hug.
So I'm just gonna open palm jab at its face, just like, whew.
Okay.
I guess this would be a good way to see if it's real or not.
Okay, I'm gonna let you still use like Step of the Wind or whatever to say that you jumped up like that.
Yeah.
Because it's a giant figure, but I'm gonna say in fiction that's the reason. For Griffin, if you guys are gonna have no problem trying to get to them, Griffin can fly, and you have Step of the Wind. So roll an attack. Do you have anything for that? Is it using your staff?
Yeah, I'm swinging at it with my staff. No, I was punching at it. I was not using my staff, so no.
Okay.
So I miss.
Okay, then this is how I'm gonna swing it. You don't get close enough. Like you jump up to do that, and then one of the exaggerated hair kind of pushes you out of the way to the ground.
So it touches me?
Yeah, it touches you.
And it pushes me down to the ground, like down, all the way down to the ground? Or to the ground on the platform?
It basically like smacks you away. You don't take damage, but it smacks you away, and you land on the platform.
I land on the platform, so not all the way down to the ground.
Yes.
Okay, I'm down. And can I use an action to get up? Or are we in combat now?
I'm going to just say you're going to get up, but after this, we're going to roll for initiative.
Alright, so I'm up.
2. Alright. What's your initiative addition?
I was never given one. I don't have it written down.
You don't have anything to add to initiative?
No. No!
Okay, that's fine.
I do. I have 2, so it's 4. Sorry.
Do I roll 2 or no?
Yeah, you also roll. Wow, cool. Nat 1.
But I have +3 for initiative. I don't know if that matters.
So me and him are both 4.
Okay. So, first one up is going to be the one blue-tinted figure with the exaggerated hair. The one with the exaggerated hair starts pulling its dreaded locks towards you three, and it's going to go for Baguio.
I see you.
16 plus 2, that's an 18. Does that hit?
Yeah, my AC's 17, so
that's gonna be a hit on you with the exaggerated hair, and that's gonna be 2 damage. So it basically
-2 damage. Okay.
Yeah. Now it's gonna use its second attack. That's an 11. It's not gonna hit. The next is going to be Nick.
Huh? What?
Seeing that Baguio just got attacked by the exaggerated hair, that's kind of like, I'm just using their features to kind of distinguish which ones they are. He pushes past your hug and pulls out it's also kind of looking staff, except it's got this blue and white and black stripes over it, and he does a flip to attack the one with the exaggerated hair, and he's going to roll.
Is he a monk?
And he attacks. You don't know what he is. And he gets that, and he's going to give 5 damage to the one with the exaggerated
Insight
hair.
roll if I recognize those as monk moves?
They are monk moves.
Okay, cool. Baguio's going to go, okay.
I see you, little bro.
I see you, little man.
I assume I'm very last.
Yeah, so the next 2 figures are going to go. So the one with the outstretched tears down to its past its face is going to attack, and that is a total miss. He's just basically I gotta work on these pronouns. Their head goes all the way down to the platform to kind of just attack you guys with a headbutt, and Nick goes, "Move it!" And he jumps out of the way. I'm gonna say you guys also jump out of the way. He's going to use his second attack, which is also a miss, to do the same thing with his face. And then we're gonna go back to the one with the kind of the head that is up, like not connected to the body.
Right.
And that is a nat 20 on you, Griff.
Oh!
So that's double damage.
She critted you. Oh, no.
With its head, it volleys off of its shoulders and down to the ground and tries to hit you, and it does, dealing a total of 8 damage. Its teeth kind of scrapes off of its smile, connects, and it kind of scrapes off of you as it falls down onto the ground. This giant head now on the platform. And now it's going to use its second attack. That's a miss. And now we're back to Griffin.
Okay, so I roll.
That's a hit. 14 is a hit. You choose the one with the head that just hits you, the one with the exaggerated hair, or the one with the tears to attack.
The one with the head falling off.
Okay, and what are you going to do?
I am going to take my short sword.
Buzzard's Fall.
Yeah, Buzzard's Fall. And I take it out and I try to stab it through its neck.
Okay, through its neck hole. And deal damage?
The damage is 1d8.
Roll a d8.
Are you shitting me?
Well,
1.
they can't all be. They can't all be winners.
Damn it.
And you deal 1 damage into his neck hole, and then we
Weston's getting mad at D&D.
Why do I suck at D&D?
I can't wait till he starts screaming the F word. I can't believe it!
Game's rigged.
Frickin' Bloom.
The one with the exaggerated hair just hits you, Baggio.
It's me.
Well, it was going for you in the first place. Dealing 4 damage with an exaggerated hair attack as it pulls you up by the shell and bashes you down into the platform.
Ow. Okay.
And now it's going to try to do the same
It's like,
thing.
hey, that's my move.
But
Only Griffey gets to do that to me.
But it like tries to whip you up to like do the same thing again, and accidentally lets you go. So you go flying, not off the platform or anything, but like you go out of its grip. Nick's turn is next. He's also going to attack the exaggerated hair, and that's definitely a hit. I'm gonna say he tries to.
Nick's
jumps
hitting.
up.
Nick's hitting those.
Yeah, he hits those.
And Nick jumps up and jumps off of you, Baggio, as you're like falling to the ground. Yeah. And like does another spin kick like you saw earlier with his feet, trying to squish into the figures, and he does that, dealing another 6 damage.
Dude, we're gonna have to recruit this guy.
That one, the blue tinted is very upset, and it starts shaking even more. And the audience now is a little bit, they're like, wow, those are cool moves, but like they don't understand what's going on.
They just see us getting our asses kicked and don't know why.
So
Yeah, they don't know what's
what
going
is
on.
like Fiasco and all them saying? Like,
Fiasco is on the ground right now, and he looks bewildered, but he's kind of doing the whole thing where he's trying to play it off like it's
Like it's part of the show.
like it's part of the show, and he's like smiling at the audience, but you could tell it's forced if you could look at it. But he's also trying to talk to that, like, one of the Minotaurs to get, you could assume, to get the security team involved. Next is the long elongated tears of one of the figures, and that's going to be an 18, and that one's going to be on you, Baggio. I mean, not Griffin.
Oh,
sorry.
I was gonna say.
Damn it, dude.
Wow. What's your HP at right
16.
now? Well, say hello to 9.
Mm.
It's a 9 damage as that figure just crushes down onto you. The next, his second attack, which is a miss, and then we're gonna go down to the missing head, who you just kind of stabbed with your sword, and it's gonna take disadvantage on these two. It screams at you, but its tongue shoots out of its head and tries to attack you. No, so it misses both of its attacks. So I'm going to say that you, well, unless you tell me what you, oh, I know. With both of its attacks, you hold up the Buzzard's Fall and block one and block the other. Baggio.
Yes. Okay, which one is closest to me?
The one with the exaggerated hair.
Okay, I'm going to attack him. I'm going to unleash my flurry of blows on this guy. So I'm going to use my other key point. And I get 2 unarmed strikes after my attack action. So I'm going to swing at him with my staff first for my attack action. So 13 plus 1. So 14. Okay. So let me do the damage. It's 1d6 plus 2. 7 damage.
Ooh, okay.
And now because of Flurry of Blows, I can attack 2 more times unarmed.
Okay, try it.
Alright. Does that
That's
hit?
it.
Alright. So that's 1d4 plus my strength modifier. My strength is plus 1, so that's 5. And then my second.
You don't get to your second.
Oh, did I kill it?
You do that. You unleash your flurry of blows.
Yeah.
And you hit that. The last hit that you hit onto the one with the exaggerated hair, and it just turns into this blue smoke.
Oh, so I just. Okay, so I poof it.
Yes, but at the same time, as that happens, you see like it like kind of gets sucked into one general direction, of all the smoke going a different direction.
Can I roll a perception to try to see where it's being absorbed to?
Yes, you can, with advantage. On a 15 or a 17, I'm going to suggest a 17.
Right.
You see that the smoke is being brought down into a door near where you'd assume this staff would go in the circus.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you use your second attack on one of the other two figures.
All right.
Yo,
Which one's close to me now?
Bruh. Help me out,
Oh,
bruh.
the one on him. Okay, I'm gonna attack that one.
The one with the exaggerated head.
Yes.
The missing head, yeah. That's a hit.
Okay.
Thank God.
1d4 plus 1, so 3.
So 3 damage. So you just do a little spin kick and you just like...
Yeah, just that last attack lost some of its mustard, you know? Sorry, Griffin, I didn't put enough sauce on that one.
Griffin, you're up.
Now I'm out of key.
Okay, let's roll.
Okay, I see
That's a
you.
Okay. So now I've
Come on, he's at one hit.
only blocked 2 things so far. So now is it still like screaming or whatever? Like is his mouth open?
Its tongue was out. It stopped screaming, but its tongue was sticking out, and you blocked it twice. The tongue is still out, though.
So the mouth is open or no?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
gonna take my sword or my buzzard's fall and try to stab it through the roof as if its
In the
mouth.
Okay. You do that.
6.
Yep. That's 6 damage.
Yeah.
It shrieks, but every time it tries to put down, like, close its mouth to, like, get your hand away, it hurts because it's pushing its sword
Further up into
the... Yeah, so it starts to scream.
How many of these
more.
are left?
2 of them.
this one and the elongated tears.
The one with the tears is up next.
I don't like the one with the tears.
Its eyes dart back to you now, Griffin, because you're holding a sword, sticking sword into their friend's mouth. And he rolls, and that's a hit.
Damn it.
And that's going to be 4 damage as he kind of swings his tears back. And can you roll a dexterity saving throw?
Me?
That's gross, Griffin. It's real gross.
My
So,
thing
one-
is +5.
Oh my god, that's right.
And it's +1 against things I see, I think it says. So is that +6?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what's
boy.
this dexterity
Okay.
saving throw again?
It's to see if you get out of the way of
It's
an
like a
attack.
dodge.
Oh, okay.
That's really good. I'm going to force disadvantage on him as well.
I swear to God. Oh, on
3. Yeah, so, like, his attack doesn't do any damage to you. Because, like, I don't think that makes any sense for you to do a dexterity saving throw, get that high, and then take damage as well. That's just not fair to me.
Baggio gives Griffin a thumbs up for those sick moves.
I take my wings and I push off the platform and like do one of those little ninja moves.
Yeah, I feel you.
Nice. A ninja move. So specific.
You know, where they're laying on the ground, they take their hands and they spring back up.
Baggio goes.
Yeah.
Baggio looks at you, Griffin, and goes, "Nice.
Nice.
Nice.
I can do that."
So I don't take that 4 damage? Is that what you're saying?
No, you don't. You don't. Next is going to be the missing head.
With the sword still in
I
its
don't like
mouth?
that one either.
Yeah. And it's got disadvantage. That's still going to attack Baggio.
Hey, that's me.
Okay. Its tongue shoot. Did you pull the sword out of its mouth?
If it's still attached me, I'm leaving that bitch in there. No,
You got this-
no,
so
I
you
have
let-
to take it out because I'm sure I'll need it again.
Okay. After you
Leaving
pull
that
the sword
bitch.
out, the tongue shoots out of its mouth towards you, Baggio.
So is it tongue punching my fart box?
It's trying to,
Uh-oh.
and it hits.
Uh-oh.
Oh
And-
no!
Oh my god, it hits so
I bet
good
Baggio
too.
tastes it right now.
Let me ask you this: did it
Basic.
hit just the right spot?
Just the right spot, as in like most of your body. Yes,
Nice.
because it rolled a nat 20, dealing double damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not.
How you like them apples?
So you're going to take 10 points of damage.
Oof.
Damn, dude. What's your health at?
5.
Oh, okay. We might die to this thing.
Nah.
He might. Then we're going to Nick.
Come on, Nick. Bring us back. Team on your
Nick,
back.
doing a running jump, tries to basically catapult himself with his kind of striped staff into some type of spear-looking thing, like he's chucking himself at it.
Right.
And that's a hit, and he's going to roll, doing 4 damage. Also, none of you have done any damage to the one with the tears.
Right.
That one's kind of
Now-
gross, so I don't want to touch it.
So now we're back to the one with the tears.
Shouldn't it be my turn?
Oh shit, you're right, yep.
I was gonna say. Okay, so which ones are left? The tears and the what? And the headless one?
The headless
Yes.
one is, I don't know how much health it's got left, but it's taking a lot of damage, and the tears has no damage.
Okay, I've got 1 key point left. Because I had 3, not 2, from where I leveled up. I'm going to use Flurry of Blows on the tears one. Because I'm getting desperate. So first attack. Dang.
Nope,
Flurry of Blows, first attack.
that hit.
5 damage.
On which one?
on the tier one, the one we haven't hurt yet.
Right. Okay.
All right, and then second flurry of blows attack.
That's a hit.
2.
Where do you hit this thing?
So I would say my first main attack with the stick, I tried to swing at its head and missed, and then I stuck the staff back onto my back as I spun around and went to kick it in the chest for the first of the unarmed strikes. And then for the second unarmed strike, I spun around from the kick and just did like a very just straightforward just punch to the same exact spot, trying to get some damage in on it. Basically, I felt upstaged by Nick doing those ninja moves, so I did my own big ninja moves.
Nice. The crowd is kind of getting into it.
Baggio was trying to show off a little bit. I was being a little flashy.
The crowd's getting into it. You can feel that going on. In fact, a while back, but I don't think you guys noticed because you were just in the middle of this, but Fiasco had started using his iridescent figures to shoot where you guys were going to attack to kind of like keep the crowd into it and like understanding. So every time you guys made an attack and it hit the iridescent figures that people were looking at.
Oh, okay.
So we're part of the show now.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Griffin.
I'm up. Let's get it.
That's a hit?
Hell yeah. So,
which one?
Let's go the headless one. And I'm going to use my eagle bow now to kind of shoot it right between the eyes.
Shoot it in its stupid face. Wait, it's headless.
Wait, it's headless?
No, you said it was headless. It just has one head.
Oh, okay.
Like it's got no body.
Yeah,
it's just
right between the eyes.
Oh.
And it like a unibrow doing 6 damage. Oh my god.
It's gotta kill it. It's done.
It doesn't kill it. But
it's probably at 1 hit though.
It does not kill it.
It seems like it's been 1 hit this whole fight.
But it's instead of screaming, but it seems to be panting and it's just like trying to bite, but it hurts to bite. So every time it bites, it just goes ah.
All right, this is what I think we should do, Beach or Baggio.
Yes, Griffin. What should we do? These things are kind of freaking me out.
You need to finish off this one. It's super low, and we could just focus on the last one. All 3 of us.
All right.
Then it's back to the tears.
Miss.
Who's he attacking?
Nick.
He's got the most health left, so that's good.
I don't care if they attack me. I want it.
Okay, he attacks Baggio.
You don't want it.
All right. No, that's fine. Because now I get to be flashy. Wait.
Okay.
I activate
my trap card.
This doesn't use key points. I activate my special ability, Patient Defense, bonus dodge action.
Okay.
So you basically do a dexterity saving throw.
Yep. So I could still fail this, but I could look cool doing it.
Okay, so here you could either have a dexterity saving throw, which would make you look cool, or you could give disadvantage to this guy.
No. Ha-ha!
17, nice. Do you add stuff to your dexterity?
Yes, I do, actually. 17 plus 2. So I freaking Matrix this dude.
Okay, and then the tears are coming down like he's trying to attack you with his tears, and they just, you just jump out of the way.
And I tell him there is no spoon.
The missing head is going to start moving, but he's not going to attack anyone.
So he's just being creepy.
It's moving towards Nick.
Oh. This guy's going to try to take Nick. Griffin.
Then it's going to be up at Nick's turn, who's attacking the tears, and hits that.
Damn. He's hitting all his shots.
And what he's going to do is he's doing... Oh boy. So this is what he does. He jumps and puts his staff on the ground and propels himself forward to hit the tears. And as he's doing that, he pulls stuff out of his belt and throws it at the tears. And a big blast of smoke comes from the chest of the tears. The tiered, blue-tinted tiered figure, and just kind of explodes twice. And then Nick falls back to the ground, and he has dealt 10 damage to the one with the tears.
Nice. Weston, check your phone.
He hits those?
I texted you something about the game. A plan, if you will.
Oh, okay. That's smart. That is smart. Okay.
I'm interested to see where this goes.
Big plays about to come.
Baggio, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's so did he finish that one off, or are there still 2 left?
No, he's still there.
Which one, just by looking, just without insight, just by normal looking, which one looks the worst for wear? Or do they both kind of look bad?
They look really bad, both of them.
Okay, I'm just going to do a normal stick attack on the Tears one.
Okay.
So 15 plus 1.
That's a hit.
And my stick does 1d6 plus 2 damage, 8 damage.
On the one with the tears?
Yeah, and what I do is I swing my stick almost like a baseball bat and just on the side of this thing's head.
It's got to be a killing blow.
Okay.
Finish him.
And as you do that, it just turns into smoke.
Nice.
And starts being sucked out of the
Let me get this last guy. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Griffin, you're up.
Let me at him.
Do some cleanup, Griffin.
Yeah.
You guys got the good rolls.
Hell yeah. Give me this thing. This guy's
Becky,
What do you do?
Becky with the good rolls.
What do I do?
Which of your weapons does the most damage?
The eagle bow.
Then do that.
And now I take my eagle bow and I shoot it right in the eye.
Yo, Griffey, ice this deadbeat!
Ice this deadbeat. Alright, let's do it.
Wait, you gotta hold your bow sideways.
It's kill shot! Kill shot!
Is it?
No, I just referenced
I know,
Date
but
Night.
Yeah.
It's 4 damage. Is he dead yet?
It is 4 damage. You shoot another one in the eye, and it just whimpers at that point, stopping dead in its tracks.
Is it not
Probably
dead
got,
yet?
like, he's probably got like 1 HP. Griffey, I said the ice is deadbeat. What are you doing?
I tried, dude.
Griffey, I thought you hit those.
Here's the thing, I don't want to ruin whatever plan you guys had.
It doesn't involve these guys.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Not these figures, no.
I don't want to ruin it with what I have planned next, so like that's
Do your
fine.
worst, DM.
Okay.
Oh.
You better tell me afterwards that if it doesn't come to fruition.
Don't worry, if you mess up my plan, I'll just quit playing.
Oh no. And also write it down just to make sure.
He texted me.
Alright, cool. Nick starts walking towards the one with the one that just sitting there whimpering, and he looks kind of sympathetic towards this figure.
No!
And he has his staff drawn outwards towards it.
Nick,
but
be
he
careful.
doesn't- And he kind of leans down next to the figure.
Oh, come on, Nick.
And tries to look down at it, and he says, "What are you?" And the figure is just kind of breathing very heavily, and it uses one of its eyes to look at him. And Nick pulls up the staff and points it towards it, and it screams. And as he is about to pull down the staff, you guys hear something. Can you guys roll a wisdom saving throw, all of you?
I
you
got
shitting me?
I got 6 total.
I got 10.
Thank you, Dice Gods. When you are both looking at this, you start hearing something in the distance. And it's familiar to you. And Baguio, you have this feeling that I guess makes you uncomfortable. A feeling of attraction, and you like this. And it makes you feel all giddy, like you have butterflies in your stomach. Griff, you just feel attracted to this thing. And then you hear singing.
Oh, no.
As Lady Lullaby phases through the top of the building with her dress draping down onto the platform, and she's singing.
Lost spirits of life, it's your time to go. Don't change the path we are forced to stroll. Come join the rest and fly with the crows, and get here quick before the clock's final toll.
I bet these
it
things were her doing, Griffin.
Oh, man. Should have known.
Should have known it would be
She
her.
walks up to, well, she doesn't walk, she kind of hovers over to the headless figure and looks down and puts her hands on the figure, and it turns into smoke, and then it evaporates and goes into her cloak.
Mm. Yep, they're her minions.
She turns to Nick, who stands up from his kneeling position to stare up at her, and he starts going towards her. She leans down towards Nick as he stops dead in his tracks after she starts singing louder, and she kind of nuzzles against his cheek, grabs him, and then stops, puts him down, and then goes to the middle between you two and stares down at you, Baggio, and you, Griffin, and you guys are going to get advantage on this saving throw to kind of try to see if you can help yourselves out.
Is this a dexterity?
No, it's a wisdom.
Okay, so is this for us to try to get away or to attack her?
Get away.
Okay, can I grab him by the shoulder and... Dang it, never mind, I can't do that. Okay, I guess I'm going to try to backflip off of there with a reflex save.
You get advantage though, Beej, right?
Right.
You didn't roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom! Oh.
15.
So 15.
Plus...
Why'd you roll 15 in?
Huh? Wisdom saving throw. So 15 plus 2. So 16, 17.
Alright, what about you, Griff?
17?
I made it click it twice.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's a...
Yeah.
Okay. 17 plus my wisdom saving
Modifier.
throw. Modifier or saving throw?
It's the saving throw.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was thinking of
It's plus 4.
Okay. You both come out of this, like, stupor that you guys were in.
Can I get up and run? Like, I kind of, like, leap and grab the kid and just fall off the platform? Can I do that?
Yes, you can. So now you have Nick, and you, Baggio, have... what are you going to do?
Oh, wait. Crap.
So is Griffin, like, flying down?
Basically.
Yes.
You can hop on my back.
What are you going to try to do?
Well, if he's already leaving, I'm going to try to do a flip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a flip and land on my feet at the bottom.
As you are about to go towards the edge of the platform, someone grabs your shoulder and pulls you back, and you see Elijah dressed in a static pink cloak and his mask, and he says, "What the hell is going on?" Right over his shoulder behind him, you see Lady Lullaby still staring down.
I'm just like gesturing hard with my hand at her, looking at him, looking back at her, looking at him, and my hand's just shaking. I'm like, like I'm pointing.
You see her get closer as he starts speaking. He says,
I start going, Elijah!
he's like, "I'm looking right at you. You brought me here to show me something, to show me something that you guys want me to see, and you guys are in a circus? Is this what you wanted me to see? You're wasting my valuable time and effort, and you come in here to join a circus?"
Ah!
Lady Lullaby is getting much closer to Elijah.
I'm going to try to grab him and tuck and roll off this platform.
You're going to have to make 2 rolls with that. So basically disadvantage.
Oh, just a reflex disadvantage?
One is to grab him and the other one is to like leap off.
Do they both have disadvantage? Or just the grabbing him?
You know what, just roll it twice, we'll see what happens. So you grab him.
Spin him around or something. I wonder if he can see it or not.
Can I say something happens?
Sure.
You grab him, and that you grab him firmly, but he pushes off of you, and Elijah is pissed. Like, you grab him, and Elijah is pissed, and he's like, "No, I don't know what you guys are trying to pull here, or if you're trying to do something. You stole a kid, or you're trying to steal a kid, or you're just wasting my valuable time." Or like he falls backwards and he goes through Lady Lullaby, like just kind of phases
Like
through
she's
and
not
falls
even
down.
there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't see her. Does he not have, like, true sight or anything?
No. Well, he's rolled a couple insights on you guys in the past, but they're
No,
they haven't.
what I was asking was the ability true sight. It lets you see things that aren't there.
No, he
He
doesn't.
does not have that. Dang it.
No. But the second that like he phases through Lady Lullaby and falls to the ground, he hits the back of his head, he shakes it, and then like he looks back at you, Boggy, and he says, "I just don't And then he looks up and he sees like this figure of Lady Lullaby standing before him with her face now looking down directly on top of him.
Baggio's gonna be like in his head, he's like, "Oh, you see her now? Oh, yeah?" But he doesn't
And
say that.
he says, "Oh my God." And then Lady Lullaby starts to hum, and that's where the camera cuts.
Dang, he's gonna get got.